Hi, and welcome to MS Project's 2013 tutorial. My name is Harold, and I'll be taking you through this tutorial step by step. In part 1 of this tutorial, I will be covering project management fundamentals, so let's dive straight into it. The first question that comes to mind is, how do people become project managers? Well, some people choose to become project managers, while others unintentionally find themselves in this role. Either way, some of you may be veterans in project management, and some may be novices. Regardless of your project management experience and training, use some of the basic management concepts so that you can better understand Microsoft Projects 2013. Comes to mind is, what is a project? Well, according to PMBOK 5, a project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. The temporary nature of the product indicates that a project has a definite beginning and end. In other words, there is a fixed duration that the project will run to. It is not never ending. The second thing to have a look at is, what is a project manager? A project manager is a person who will administer, supervise, and control the project. He will use certain tools at his disposal, such as using MS Projects 2013. We are going to have a look at the project management knowledge areas. As you can see, according to the diagram, there are 9 knowledge areas. PMBOK have now added stakeholders as one of the knowledge areas. Let's start off with integration. Integration is the bringing together and the coordinating of all the facets of the project. Next, scope. Scope determines what work has to be done to complete the project successfully and ensuring that the work that is scheduled is done. Time is estimating how long the work will take. Planning when work will be performed, making sure that the work is done according to the schedule. And remember, time is money. Next we look at cost. Cost is your budget. Estimating how much it will cost to perform the work and ensuring that the work is done within your budget. Quality is making sure that the work is done in such a way that it meets the agreed standards and the specifications set out in your scope document. Human resources. Human resources is assigning and managing the people who will do the work, making sure that the resources follow the labor and company procedures. Next, communicating, making sure that the project information goes to the correct people at the correct time. Then we have risks. The fact that we use assumptions during the project, this puts certain areas of the project at risk. It is very, very important to manage these risks properly to make sure that they don't cause problems within the project. Procurement is the last thing that we're going to have a look at here. The art of acquiring resources to complete the tasks. Constraints are factors that can limit a team's options within a project. There are many types of constraints within a project, and we will discuss these as we go through the training. Next we have the triple constraint. Here we will discuss the triple constraint. The triple constraint consists of 3 items: scope, cost, and time. A change to one of them will affect the other. Example, if there's change to the scope, that in turn will make changes to our time as well as our cost. If our time is changed, in other words, there's additional time added to the project because of tasks that weren't added in the first place, that will add to our cost. And lastly, if our cost has changed, it will affect both our scope and our time. If the cost changes, that will affect our overall project, causing our project to fail. Right, finally, what we're going to look at now is the stakeholder. And no, the stakeholder is not a person holding a piece of steak. Basically, the stakeholder is a person, a group of people, or an organization who authorizes, supports, and approves the project. We'll find that the stakeholder is also normally the person who will bring forward the money that will make up the budget of the project. This brings us to the end of video 1. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in a bit.